Daniel Cormier and Khamzat Chimaev got into a friendly wrestling match ahead of UFC 294. Check this out. Hezbollah also gave DC some wrestling lessons.
Oh, this is not wrestling. This is fighting. This is not wrestling. Oh, yes. Yes. Oh. This is a good one.
Conor McGregor has finally entered the USADA testing pool and will make his return possibly at UFC 300 against Michael Chandler. On Wednesday, Conor revealed he's already been tested 2 times by USADA. He tweeted, "I was tested 2 separate times yesterday, and within an hour of each other, blood and urine, 3 samples of each were requested and given in both instances. They came aboard my yacht. I welcomed them, gave them a can of Fort Stout and a proper whiskey. Life is good." During Wednesday's open workout, KAMARU USMAN was wrestling Justin Gaethje when it appeared the former welterweight champion got banged up. As the two got up, many people claimed they heard Gaethje ask Usman if he was okay. When he replied, something popped. Taking to Twitter, Usman shut down rumors of injury, writing, "This is why no one reads this shitty ass blog. At what point while I was lightly drilling did you hear me say that to Justin? Stop with the clickbait, you idiots." Justin also backed up KAMARU, tweeting, "He said I'm good or something like that. I thought he hit his head on the mat. I asked him if he hit his head in this clip when we got up and he said no." Usman also addressed the rumors in a recent YouTube video.
Guys, I mean, this is crazy. Yesterday, seeing that the tweet, it just goes to show how crazy people just jump on news and media and, oh, that must be true. That person said that. That person said that. Whoever started it, whoever said they heard or saw, like, how could you have possibly heard what I said when it's me and Justin on a stage in front of thousands of people in a mall? Were you next to us to where you heard what I was saying? Or stupid? Just dumb. And if my knee was hurt, why would I get up and consist of hitting mitts? Oh my God. People believe anything you put on this internet. Anything, any thing. Whoever that was, stop it. Stop with the clickbait. Did not say that. Clearly, I'm fine. Dummies. Guys, this is the exclusive behind the scenes, everything for UFC 294 as it pertains to me. So make sure you like, you subscribe, you follow, guys. All right, go ahead, hit that link, let's go.
KAMARU USMAN gets jumped by Derrick Lewis ahead of UFC 294.
We're here at the Dallas Cowboys facility, one of the greatest teams ever in American football. You know, as you can see here with some of the accomplishments that they've accomplished.
Bo Nickal admits he was somewhat disappointed to not even getting a phone call about stepping in to face Khamzat Chimaev at UFC 294. Speaking in a recent YouTube video, Nickal accused the UFC of protecting Chimaev. He said, "I was disappointed they didn't ask me to step in there. I was expecting at least an ask like, hey, you want to do this? But no, just nothing. Nothing from the UFC. It is what it is. I'm guessing they didn't want me to roll over into Abu Dhabi on 10 days notice and smash their boy in front of this home crowd or something. They didn't even ask. It wasn't an option. Like I said, there was probably a lot that went into the decision, so we'll do it another time. It's a good fight between Chimaev and Usman. I think it will be competitive based on his UFC 273 fight with Gilbert Burns. I do think that he overlooked Burns, but also Usman is pretty good. A little older. I'll definitely watch him back on the replay a few days after it happens. not too much of an upside, but for Usman, he's already been a defending champion and then just lost back-to-back fights. He's not really in a great position, but it should be a good fight. Bo Nickal also thinks that Usman will not stick around at 185. He continued, "Usman's not going to stay at middleweight. I'll bet any amount of money he doesn't stay at middleweight, but maybe if he gets Sean Strickland for the title, that would be crazy because he's never really been in my radar." Khamzat Chimaev responded to Bo Nickal's comments during Wednesday's media day. There, he stated that he's not impressed by Nickal's wrestling credentials, and MMA wrestling is much different than traditional wrestling.
Bo Nickal said he wanted this fight. He was hoping they would call him. He said your wrestling is trash and his American wrestling would beat yours. Is that a fight you think will happen one day between you and Bo?
Man, the guy's big bullshit, this guy, man. I don't know what he's saying. He's not wrestling for the points, man. Here, we don't play wrestling. He's fighting, man. I don't care, somebody takes me down, I'm gonna come up and smash his face, man. I don't think so, this guy gonna come to the cage and come and take me down, no. It's not wrestling. We don't stay like wrestlers, man, with this wrestling shit close, man.
Islam Makhachev took some shots at Jon Jones at Wednesday's media day, saying that the real champion should take the fight no matter the opponent. Islam was referencing Jon Jones, who infamously declined a short notice fight with Chael Sonnen after his original opponent Dan Henderson suffered an injury. That ultimately led to UFC 151 being cancelled, where Dana White called Jones' decision selfish and disgusting. Here's what Makhachev said about Jon Jones.
Dana White said that he's going to put your quote on the wall at the UFC Apex. I'm curious what you think about that your words are going to be there forever.
You know, this is what UFC champion have to do. Like a real champion. If you're a real champion, you have to take fight, doesn't matter how many days, who is gonna be, not like your pound for pound champion when they give him Chael Sonnen. If you're a real champion, you have to fight. They put him number one, the number one guy right now, who he beat last 5 fights. We don't have some name from top pound for pound rankings. And I just want to say about the rankings, about all these things, this is I'm not followed anymore.
Now, Jones fired back at Makhachev, tweeting, "I wish you all the best, Habibi. As far as the fight, may the best man win. I was just talking about in life. Islam made some negative comments recently. No need for me to respond with negativity. I have bigger fish to fry right now. I want to encourage the young fighters to beat some of my records instead of using their lips. Now that's gangsta." Speaking on the most recent episode of the DC and RC show, Daniel Cormier discussed the upcoming rematch between Islam Makhachev and Alex Volkanovski at UFC 294. There, DC stated that for Volk to cut down from 181 to 155 is going to be a big factor and could affect his performance on Saturday night.
People talk about Islam Makhachev being a big guy for the weight class, and we thought he would dwarf Volkanovski. Volkanovski came out recently, Ryan said 11 days ago, when he accepted the fight, he weighed 180 pounds. He's a big guy himself. He was 35 pounds over, he was 25 pounds over the weight class above what he fights at. I mean, that is gonna be a big factor because that's a lot of weight to take off, Ryan, and a lot of weight to take off in a short period of time. Don't laugh at me for my math. I did go to Oklahoma State. Let's not act like I'm a guy that went to Cornell or Harvard.
Hey, DC, it's much like you. You have to think, you would have to cut from 310 pounds to 205. That's a massive weight cut. You know, when you're going from an offensive guard,
bully.
right,
to a safety. That was a weight bully.
Here's a clip of Sean O'Malley showing off his quote-unquote well-rounded game. Here are the top 3 memes found on the internet today. Third place was found over Instagram and was posted by a user named Daily Dose MMA. Second place meme was found over Reddit and was posted by a user named Quiet Roller. And the top pick meme was found over Instagram and was posted by a user named As Shopped As It Gets. Thank you guys for watching. If you liked the video, please leave a like and subscribe to our channel to keep up with the latest MMA news.